In 7 small daily habits that transform your dog's life, we'll explore easy ways to boost your pup's happiness and health. These 7 habits are so effortless, you'll wonder why you haven't been doing them all along. And stick around to the end. The last habit might just surprise you and change your relationship with your dog forever. Alright, let's kick things off with habit number 1, the power of mindful petting. Now I know what you're thinking. I pet my dog all the time, but hear me out. This isn't about absent-mindedly patting your pup while you're scrolling through your phone. It's about creating a daily ritual of focused, intentional touch that can deepen your bond and boost your dog's well-being. Here's how it works. Set aside just 5 minutes each morning for dedicated petting time. Find a quiet spot, maybe on the floor or your bed, and invite your dog to join you. Now here's the key. Be fully present. Put your phone away, turn off the TV, and give your furry friend your undivided attention. Start with long, slow strokes across your dog's back and sides. Pay attention to how your dog responds. Do they lean into certain touches, avoid others? This is your chance to really tune into your dog's preferences. And don't just stick to the usual spots. Try gently massaging their ears or softly stroking their chest. You might be surprised at what your dog enjoys. But why is this so powerful? Well, it all comes down to that magical hormone, oxytocin. A study published in the journal Science found that when dogs and humans interact through touch, both experience a surge in oxytocin levels. This not only strengthens your bond, but can also reduce stress and anxiety for both you and your pup. It's like starting your day with a dose of natural antidepressants. Now moving on to habit number 2, the power of play. And no, I'm not just talking about a quick game of fetch in the backyard. I'm talking about dedicated, focused playtime that engages your dog's mind as well as their body. You see, dogs are like furry little athletes. They need both physical exercise and mental stimulation to stay happy and healthy. Try introducing new toys or games regularly to keep things interesting. Ever heard of a snuffle mat? It's a toy that mimics foraging behavior, and dogs go absolutely nuts for it. Or how about a game of hide and seek around the house? Trust me, the look on your dog's face when they finally find you is priceless. But here's the real kicker. Playtime isn't just fun and games. It's actually crucial for your dog's development and well-being. A study in the journal Animal Cognition found that dogs who engage in regular play show increased problem-solving abilities. So by playing with your pup, you're not just having fun, you're helping them become smarter. Alright, we're on a roll now. Let's talk about habit number 3, the art of the daily groom. Now I know what some of you might be thinking, but my dog hates being brushed. Well, what if I told you there was a way to make grooming time something your dog actually looks forward to? The secret is to start slow and make it a positive experience. Begin with short sessions, maybe just a minute or 2, and pair it with lots of treats and praise. Over time, you can gradually increase the duration, but here's the real game changer. Use this time to check your dog for any lumps, bumps, or changes in their skin or coat. It's like giving them a daily health checkup, all while bonding with them. And speaking of bonding, did you know that grooming is a natural bonding behavior for dogs? In the wild, pack members groom each other as a sign of affection and social connection. So when you brush your dog, you're not just keeping them clean, you're speaking their language of love. How's that for a heartwarming thought? Now I promised you some surprises, didn't I? Well, here's a bonus tip for you. Try using a grooming mitt instead of a traditional brush. These gloves have bristles on the palm, allowing you to pet and groom your dog at the same time. It feels more natural for your dog and gives you better control. Plus, it's a great way to desensitize dogs who are nervous about traditional grooming tools. And trust me, you'll want to stick around for the next habits. They're game changers that could revolutionize your relationship with your furry friend. So let's keep going. Are you ready for habit number 4? It's a game changer, and it involves something your dog probably already loves: food. Habit number 4 is all about mindful feeding. Now, I'm not talking about switching to some fancy, expensive dog food, although that can be great too. I'm talking about how you feed your dog. You see, in the wild, dogs don't just have food appear in a bowl twice a day. They have to work for it, using their noses and brains to find and catch their meals. So, how can we bring a bit of that natural foraging behavior into our domesticated dogs' lives? Enter the wonderful world of food puzzles and slow feeders. These are bowls and toys designed to make your dog work a little for their food. They might have to push, pull, or nose their way through obstacles to get to their kibble. Now you might be wondering, why would I want to make it harder for my dog to eat? Well, here's the fascinating part. It actually makes mealtime more enjoyable for them. It taps into their natural instincts, providing mental stimulation and preventing boredom. Plus, it slows down those dogs who tend to inhale their food, which can help prevent issues like bloating. But here's a little known fact that will really knock your socks off. using food puzzles can actually make your dog smarter. A study published in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior found that dogs who were fed using food puzzles showed improved problem-solving skills and reduced anxiety. It's like giving your dog a delicious brain teaser every day. Alright, are you ready for habit number 5? This is the one I told you would blow your mind, and trust me, it lives up to the hype. It's something so simple, yet so powerful, that it has the potential to completely transform your relationship with your dog. Are you on the edge of your seat yet? Well, here it is. Habit number 5 is, drumroll please, eye contact training. Now I know what you're thinking. Eye contact? Really? That's the mind-blowing habit? But bear with me, because this is where things get really interesting. You see, in the dog world, prolonged eye contact can be seen as a threat. It's why many dogs look away when we try to stare into their adorable faces. But here's the kicker. When dogs learn that eye contact with humans is a positive thing, it opens a whole new level of communication and bonding. Here's how to do it. Start by holding a treat close to your eyes. When your dog looks at the treat and consequently makes eye contact with you, immediately say yes, or click if you use a clicker, and give them the treat. Repeat this process, gradually increasing the duration of eye contact before you reward. But why is this so powerful? Well, remember that oxytocin boost we talked about earlier? Eye contact is one of the primary triggers for it. By training your dog to make eye contact, you're essentially creating a way to boost those feel-good hormones on demand. It's like having a happiness button for both you and your dog. Now let's move on to habit number 6, the power of touch. And no, I'm not just talking about petting your dog, although that is great too. I'm talking about massage. Yes, you heard that right. Dog massage is a thing, and it's absolutely amazing for your furry friend. But before we dive into that, I want to remind you why these habits are so crucial. Each one builds on the last, creating a comprehensive approach to enhancing your dog's life. So, even if you think you've got it all figured out, I promise the next habits will add even more depth to your bond with your pup. Let's continue. Now, before you start imagining your dog sprawled out on a massage table with cucumbers over their eyes, let me explain. Dog massage is simply a structured way of touching your dog that can help relieve tension, improve circulation, and deepen your bond. It's especially beneficial for older dogs or those with arthritis, but dogs of all ages can enjoy it. Start with gentle strokes along your dog's back and sides, paying attention to their reaction. Some dogs might be a bit unsure at first, so go slow and make the session short. As your dog gets more comfortable, you can try gentle kneading motions or circular rubs. But here's a fascinating tidbit for you. Did you know that different types of touch can have different effects on your dog? A study in the journal Physiology and Behavior found that dogs showed different behavioral and psychological responses to various types of human touch. Long, firm strokes were found to be the most calming, while patting actually increased the dog's heart rate. So the next time you're petting your dog, pay attention to how you're touching them and how they respond. You might be surprised at what you discover. Habit number 7 might be just the most important one of all. Are you ready for it? Habit number 7 is consistent training sessions. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. Training? My dog already knows how to sit and stay. Well, here's the thing. Training isn't just about teaching commands. It's also about mental stimulation, building confidence, and strengthening your bond with your dog. And the best part, it doesn't have to be a long, grueling process. Just 5 to 10 minutes a day can make a world of difference. The key is consistency. Set aside a specific time each day for training, maybe right after your morning walk or before dinner. Use positive reinforcement techniques, rewarding your dog with treats, praise, or play for good behavior. And here's a pro tip. End each session on a high note with something your dog does well. This builds their confidence and makes them eager for the next session. But here's where it gets really interesting. Did you know that learning new things can actually keep your dog's brain young? It's true. A study published in the journal Age found that dogs who continued to learn new tasks in their old age showed less cognitive decline than those who didn't. It's like brain training for dogs. And don't limit yourself to just obedience commands. Teach your dog tricks, introduce them to agility obstacles, or try your hand at nose work. That's where dogs learn to find specific scents. It's like turning your pup into a canine detective. The possibilities are endless, and your dog will love the mental challenge. Now I promised you 7 habits, but I'm feeling generous. So here's a bonus habit for you, the power of routine. Dogs thrive on predictability. Knowing when they'll eat, walk, play, and sleep helps them feel secure and reduce anxiety. Try to stick to a consistent daily schedule as much as possible. Your dogs will appreciate it more than you know. If you keep doing these habits every day, your dog will love you for it. To find out 10 things a dog won't ever forgive, click the video on the screen now. It's a real eye-opener. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.